Hi, this is Ling Bond for Arena Articles. I'll be doing a boxing breakdown. I'll be taking a look at Miguel Cotto versus Floyd Mayweather, upcoming May 5th, 2012. Check it out. Floyd Mayweather is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world right now, bar none. With his exceptional speed and defense, he's achieved for himself a sparkling 42-0 record with 26 knockouts. Primary weapons on offense are the left hook and the straight right hand. You see it right here, right down the pipe against Ricky Hatton. Laser accurate. But really his defense and boxing brain are what win him most of his fights. He's just not a fighter that you can out game plan. Mayweather has struggled with athletic southpaw Zab Judah, who was able to combine his speed and southpaw stance to sneak his straight left in through the hole in Mayweather's signature shoulder roll defense. Watch right here as he shoots down the pipe. He also struggled with Jose Luis Castillo, whose superior infighting and relentless pressure really bothered him. Miguel Cotto is Puerto Rico's most popular fighter since Felix Tito Trinidad. With an excellent array of offensive moves, he has really carved out a good career for himself, going 37-2 with 30 knockouts. Miguel Cotto's greatest strength is really that he's seen it all. He has a big variety of tricks. He can throw combinations upstairs and down, and he's got good footwork too. Watch as he pins Claudia on the ropes. As a natural southpaw, Cotto's left hand is his primary weapon, both with the jab, knocking down Ugranich and Claudia here, or with the left hook, which he can throw to the head or to the body. Cotto's biggest weakness is that he's been in a lot of fights. He's got mileage on his body and his chin has been cracked a couple times. It looks pretty vulnerable. He's had a problem with cuts throughout his career. He's a bleeder. It's always happened for him. He's always bled in big fights. Even though he's good at controlling range, once he gets in the pocket, Miguel Cotto's defense isn't that good. Watch here as Pacquiao slips his left hand through the middle of his defense over and over again. Also, he's not that good at fighting off the ropes. Watch Margarito as he just goes to town, and Cotto really doesn't have an answer for it. One big early indicator of how successful Cotto is going to be is how good is he when he pins Mayweather on the ropes. Look at here, he's really not that good at punishing Pacquiao, but one thing that he can do, and he'll show it right here against Zab Judah, is switch to southpaw and use the straight left. As we discussed earlier, Mayweather's got a hole in his defense for the straight left. Look, Victor Ortiz is hurting him. I mean, he's not doing that much damage, but he's really getting through. He's bothering Mayweather more than really anybody since Castillo. If Cotto could do this sort of thing that he did against Claudia, because as you'll see, he pins him on the ropes for a long time. He holds him there for about a minute and a half actual fight time, and just go to work, he could be really successful. You know, being on the ropes, even though Mayweather's good at it, it's not something that you ever want to do. But Cotto's going to have to be more successful than this. Claudia is just covering up, and Cotto's kind of winging punches at him, but he's got to be more precise than that. Mayweather is the type of fighter who will roll those punches and counter him right back. Early in his fight with Sugar Shane Mosley, Mayweather took one of the biggest punches we've ever seen him take. Mosley feinted downstairs and then came over the top with the right hand, and I think that with Cotto's history of body punishment, that could be a good move for him because Mayweather will have to be very aware of the body attack. One bad sign for Cotto is that he has a big hole in his defense right down the middle where you can rip him with the 1-2, either looping or straight, and as you can see here, that's really one of Mayweather's specialties. He goes over and over again down the middle, but I don't think Cotto is going to be able to correct that flaw in his defense. I don't. He's had it for so long, and he's known about it for so long that I just think it's part of his game. I think it's part of his weaknesses. There's one thing Cotto can't afford to do in this fight. It's to be passive. Now, he has to be smart. He can't just bum rush Mayweather, but watch. He's going to back Yuri Foreman down a lot here, and see Foreman stumbles. He's got to take advantage of opportunities like that. Mayweather's probably not going to fall around the ring or anything, but he can't be over feinting or throwing pity pat combinations like that. He's really got to go after him, and he's got to fight. Sometimes when people go into the ring against Mayweather, their problem is that they don't have the singleness of purpose. They don't have that one driving idea of okay, I want to do this, or I can do this. See, Cotto, I think he has that. I think he knows what he's going to want to do, but he cannot just lollygag, because, I mean, Mayweather will take advantage of it, and he can't be overly friendly. We know that. Touch gloves with Mayweather at your own risk. But he can't just lollygag around the ring and sort of hope to stumble into something good. He won't. He just won't. Mayweather's not going to make too many mistakes and just help him out. And if he doesn't know what he wants to do, he's going to get punished. And he's going to get punished pretty bad, because Mayweather, he's not overly aggressive, but once he feels that he's not in danger of you anymore, he's going to start opening up. Watch him just go to town on Ricky Hatton here. He punishes him in the body, rips him upstairs. See, Cotto's a decent inside fighter. He can throw the combinations downstairs, but he has an awful habit of leaving his hands down when he's inside, and he paid for it against Manny Pacquiao. If he leaves his hands down against Mayweather inside, I don't think Mayweather's going to knock him down or anything. Or he might, but I don't think he's going to knock him out. But he's going to get hurt. Mayweather's not a huge puncher, but he's got some sting on those punches because they're so accurate and they're so technically perfect. The undervalued part of Mayweather's game is his inside fighting. Now, he's not like a Julio Cesar Chavez in that he's going to find all the holes in your defense and land 7-punch combinations on the inside. But what he does is he's very accurate on the inside. He's good at landing those short little straight rights and left hooks, and then clinching up afterwards so you can't hit him back. And he works the body and the head. This is a dangerous part of his game that Cotto's going to learn how to deal with. Here, you see the danger of trying to follow Floyd around and just box with him. In the center of the ring, he's almost untouchable. You want to back him up on the ropes, because even though he's good at that, there's just too much space for him to work with in the center of the ring, and his hands are too fast and his defense is too good for you to try and enter into a little jabbing contest with him. Like Victor Ortiz is doing everything right here. He's trying to jab and set up his big straight left, and he just can't land it. Cotto has to prove early on that he can go both backwards and forwards. And if he can change directions quickly on Mayweather and apply pressure and set traps like he does here with Yuri Foreman, as he actually tricked Yuri into coming to him and then just cracked him with a right, that could be another way to do it. I don't think Mayweather will fall for the same thing twice, but Cotto's pretty good going backwards, and we know that he can apply pressure. So, as a boxer-puncher, I feel like that's what he has to do. He has to box or punch. He has to mix up his style. He has to try and confuse his opponent. Overall, this is really a hard fight for Miguel Cotto to win. Cotto is not the athlete that he used to be. And really, Mayweather does everything better. He's faster. He's got straighter, harder punches. Cotto's probably stronger, but really, that's such a minor point at this juncture. And Mayweather is just better. Frankly, he can throw better combinations. He's got better defense. He's a better ring general. He's got a better jab, got a better right hand. And honestly, I predict that Mayweather is going to win a TKO either by cuts or by a stoppage at some point in the middle rounds, maybe 8 to 10.